I moved into the house on a Sunday. It was old, silent, and remote, nestled between blackened pine trees and a dried-up riverbed. The town nearby was nearly abandoned, with shuttered windows and faded storefronts. The realtor practically gave me the keys for free. The house was strange, cold, but not from temperature. It was more like something watching, something buried inside the walls. Then, on the third night, the sky turned red. Not sunset red, not weather red, blood red, crimson, unnatural, and it didn't change back. At first, I blamed the sky for my insomnia. Then I noticed the whispers, faint, like something muttering just above the ceiling tiles. They always started after midnight. They never said full words, only fragments, sighs, and something that sounded like a name. Eliora, Eliora. I didn't know anyone by that name, but the voice sounded old, tired, angry. The next morning, I found handprints on the ceiling, pressed into the drywall, upside down. The dust around them was disturbed. Something had been walking above me, where there was no floor. There were no family photos left in the house, except one. It was inside the bathroom mirror. I saw it when the glass fogged up after a shower, a reflection of something that wasn't there. A woman in black, standing behind me, holding a small child. But when I turned around, the room was empty. The mirror showed only me and a handprint forming behind my shoulder. That night I tried to leave, but the forest outside was gone. The trees stood still, motionless. The red sky pulsed like a heartbeat, and the driveway led back to the front porch. I woke to find red light pouring in through the windows, but it wasn't sunlight. It was thicker, like smoke or liquid fire, pooled in corners. It dripped from the walls. I heard footsteps in the attic, dragging slowly. Then the creak of the door to the basement, the one I had never opened. The house was breathing now. I could feel it in the floorboards. In the center of the living room was a message, written in crimson across the wooden planks. She never left. You brought the sky with you. I opened the basement. The door groaned like something alive, and the air behind it was freezing. The red light stopped at the threshold, as if afraid to follow. Stairs led into darkness. At the bottom, there was a mirror. In it, I saw the house behind me, burning. The woman from the photo, her dress torn, her eyes missing. She reached out from the glass, her fingers pressing against reality. Then she whispered, right into my ear, "You let it in." The sky was the first sign, but I'm the last. The mirror cracked, and I'm still in the basement, but the reflection no longer matches me. It's her now, and she's waiting for someone else to look. The scratching started in the nursery. I never used that room, it was empty when I moved in. But now, each night at 3:33 a.m., I hear a child's footsteps pacing inside, then laughter, then silence. When I opened the door, the walls were covered in crayon drawings of the crimson sky, the woman in black, and a stick figure burning inside the house. One drawing was newer than the rest, fresh, still wet. In the corner, a child's handwriting said, "Eliora lives under the red. When she cries, the sky bleeds." The sky changed again. The clouds twisted like bone. And for the first time, the red wasn't just light. It started to rain, but it wasn't water. It was warm, sticky. The droplets on my skin were thick and dark. Inside the house, the rain fell through the roof, even though the wood was solid. The walls began to peel, and from behind the wallpaper I saw faces, pressed against the wood, silent, mouths open, as if screaming, but underwater. I tore apart the fireplace looking for answers. Behind the old stone, hidden in soot, was a black book, handwritten in something that flaked like dried rust. A journal, Pages described rituals. A woman named Eliora who was buried alive during a fire. Her spirit was bound to the sky. Her grief so powerful it painted the heavens with blood. And this house? It was built over her grave. One passage was underlined twice. She awakens when seen. She follows when remembered. And she takes when the sky drips red. I turned every mirror to the wall. It didn't help. She appeared in reflections anyway. Doorknobs spilled water, my eyes. I tried to record her, film it. When I played it back, the footage only showed me sleeping, but for 3 hours my mouth never closed. And my eyes? Wide open. She was using me. That night, I found a final note scribbled into the floor near my bed. You saw the sky. She sees you now. You'll see nothing else. The red hasn't faded. It's always twilight now, always glowing. No one answers when I call. My phone screen shows only a red circle. The house won't let me leave. Every door leads to another hallway. Sometimes I hear footsteps above me, sometimes below, and sometimes I see myself walking past in the mirror. Only, it's not me anymore. She's taken my place. If you're reading this and you've ever seen a sky turn crimson, leave. Don't blink. Don't pray. Don't look up. Because once Eliora sees you, she never stops watching.